Ah, really distracted. I didn't even unmute my mic. Where are you? There you. Just put me there. Hello, everyone. I'm back for another run at Obduction. And yes, I still don't. I still have no idea what continental plate geographical mechanics and physics have to do with getting abducted or abducted by aliens. And you know, the main screen for this game is showing asteroids. Is something about to explode? Is one of the continents going to flip over and just decide to, hey, I'm going to lie this way now? Like the world's biggest and flattest cat? Anyways. Let's see. News. Diablo 2 getting a new expansion was not on the bingo card. Yes, I'm getting the exact same things I want to say, but they framed it exactly right. Someone said this, it was not on the bingo card. I haven't started one, but it was not expected. That same content coming out for Diablo 4, eh. Diablo Immortal, whatever. Let me think. Turn this up a bit. Don't want to yell too loudly. Alright, yes, I have turned myself up. Let's see, what other items? Steam Machine and Steam Frame have been delayed. I know, to like next. I think they were thinking next quarter, but I think they're also kind of way to get an idea on what their supply is going to be like, so they have a price point for people. Hold on one moment. Closing the door. My living room, empty as it is, does not need to hear that which I speak of. Just tighten that thing on the microphone. There we go. Other item. Bleh. Current music you're listening to is coming from the Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader game. It's on Spotify. I was actually looking at a widget so I could display when I'm listening to or playing on the screen. I could set that up, but it's like they've started limiting developer mode, so you can't just have multiple developer ID, multiple apps set up. Now it's like you get one if you're not a commercial enterprise. My current one is being used by my Stream Deck, so I could use a button to turn it on and off, but honestly, I haven't been using it much. I just flip over to Spotify and turn it on and off. So, might actually just reconfigure that whole thing and switch it over to use it for a stream widget. Other things. I started using hashtags on Blue Sky because apparently that's what you do. Twitter still has them, but the algorithm makes more difference. I might start throwing the hashtags on Twitter as well just to cover the bases there, but I don't know what the fuck's going on with that platform. Discord deciding that they're going to start on what, like, automatic identification is like, huh? Why? Like, I would imagine that any server serving adult content will gatekeep that thing until they know that you, of course, are not a minor. um, but it's like I expect this to go horribly, horribly wrong. Oh, apparently most people quote, or apparently if your um, usage and typing, and if your behavior on the platform is apparently in line with someone over the age of 18, they'll just automatically, verify you or something like that. Like, how does it know? Like, based on what? Is it going to be based on language? Because there are kids play shooter games who talk like they're, you know, swear words up and down, the up and down the goddamn wall, and threatening terrible things. I mean, think about the toxic chat that has persisted for so long in some games, and then compare that with adults, and you're going to say, how do you tell the difference? Well, we know kids talk like that, so therefore they must all be kids. I'm sure they'll love that one. God. Oh, never mind the fact that it's like your information gets transmitted, but nobody quote keeps it or quote looks at it. Um, I kind of feel like we got multiple breach points here. That doesn't quite work. Uh, hmm. Let's see other things. Mm, huh. Um, call this a public service announcement, but another streamer that I follow made mention of super heavy wrist pain to the point where they went to the doctor and the doctor gave them steroids to be on for a week. Because then their doctor's opinion was, well, if this doesn't work, we're going to have to look at like options like surgery. So, PSA, public service announcement for anybody who watches, please take care of your wrists. They're very important for you. So if you start feeling things like pain in your wrists, numbness in hands, constant tingling, you got to slow down. One, you probably should see a doctor. And probably might want to check with the doctor about what are things you can do to prevent further development and or cause it to recede. Because there are things that can be done. Starting with somewhat's real easy and can be done straight at home without having to see the doctor is change your gaming posture. What is one of the chief causes of carpal tunnel in our society is highly repetitive movement in the same position repeatedly over time. So if you're not moving your hands a lot from the position while sitting there gaming away, whether mouse or keyboard or controller, you're going to be pulling your tendons along the carpal tunnel, as well, and your nerves, and you're going to wear at it. It is a very slow, long-term progression. And there are things you can do to help reduce that progression. Things like providing, for those of us who really like to use mouse and keyboard, is getting padding wrist pads, something to help provide there. You can do things like get pressure, wrist braces that help provide pressure on the wrist. Um, get wrist splints to have for a time to help lock your wrist in place so you don't stress it out in certain cases. Um, uh, do a lot of heavy typing, you're going to want an ergonomic keyboard, something that helps sort of change your wrist posture so you're not constantly with your, well, the best way to describe it is, you know, I don't know, how do you describe that position? It's like I've seen people with like the spider and crab grip almost. No, just no. You're putting a lot of tension on your tendons and it's just in strain and just no. There's a lot of good vertical mice out there you can pick up now. You can get wrist pads. Although in this space, the wrist pads tend to, if you're supporting your favorite female streamer, they or male, there are some for those, tend to be a little, well, not safe for work, we'll just say. However, if you don't mind that, by all means, find your favorite streamer and support them. Typically, go to their Twitch page, find their merch thing, and see if they offered. If you really want to support them that way, hey. I just had a thought. It's a dangerous thought. I'm gonna hold on to that thought because it might be funny merch. A parody of sorts. But yeah, with carpal tunnel, you got to watch for it. And even if you're not feeling strain, even if you're not feeling wrist pain, you can still be surgery, and you can still take these steps. You can uh, talk talk with your doctor. Let them know that you do a lot of this. You work with a lot of keyboards and controllers, and you understand that this is a potential issue. Can they give you exercises for this? Something to help keep it from becoming, keep it from progressing, keep it from getting, give you more time. Um, because prevention in this case can save you a lot of trouble down the road. Which kind of reminds me that I probably should look at vocal care lessons if I'm going to be spending a lot of time chatting at this microphone and throwing a lot of hums and sound bites of songs out. I probably should look at how I should look after my own voice. Yes, taking my own advice. Self care. All right. Let us move on. Let us game. Let us walk in the circles of abduction. I swear, some of the other areas of this world where the other, alien species, aliens are at, flashbangs me. I'm going to be upset. All right. Let's see. Where was I? Aha. I was trying to figure out why the hell this isn't working. There's a power line cable right there. Goes where? There. I'm seeing a bunch of something up there that's not quite functioning. Right. 1 second. pull this up because it seems my game volume is a little low for this. Resume. Oh, that's too loud. I saw that. Resume. There we go. All right, now. There's a way to get... Is there a way to get up? Or a way to get down? That is the question. That's... No. Open that up. Okay. Alright, so last time we were in Obduction. We have been abducted by aliens. An image projector told us that this was a town that had plenty of people. There was a mayor. Can't find any of those people. Secondary message thing just goes, welcome, and then goes, we're going off to war. Okay. And this one guy in the, some mail, your doors stay open. Oh. Apparently there's some kind of vault thing. I guess he's looking after the town or some other thing that I guess. And, I guess I'm helping him because I guess he had the place locked down. But now I'm dealing with figuring this place out. Trying to figure out now is how to turn on that elevator because I need to go downstairs. I'm seeing power cabling that runs from that down that way. I'm trying to figure out how to get there. It better not be some silly, stupid thing. All these barrels everywhere. To there. To there. To there. Okay, so there must be a switch for that up there. Which I'm sure something will explode if I touch that. Sort of like a, hey, watch this. I am trying to figure this out. Oh, well. I don't know, so maybe if I just jump all over the elevator, it'll do something. Okay. Still don't know what this place does. Is it a communing place with the barnacles? Sacrifice one to Kaliva. Let me see. Where's that? So there's something there. Take a quick spot check. Okay. All things are on. They're all powered. I wonder if maybe I need to get... Definitely places across there. To get across there, okay. How would I... That is... not a door. Hiding. Waiting. Bridge is not down, so how would I... I would think that that kind of, water noise would pop up sooner. There is the sub. I kind of wonder where. Alright, let's do this. I haven't changed any of the tracks, so I should just be able to go all the way backwards. Because I saw on the other side there was some rocks that this laser could obliterate. Because of the remove, you know, sort of destroy the projector kind of thing. I'm gonna check something. Make sure I didn't, like, walk by something. Okay, so there's nothing here for this. I'm also going to take one. Another look somewhere. Go in here. There's another rail. Right here. And there was a current there, but it looks like... I mean, this is connected. But there's no way to push or move any of it along, so it definitely is locked down. I mean, this is connected. And it's plugged in, but there's nothing it's... How's those do a walk around? I don't think I did one previously. Kind of funny in some ways how, no, to be forward, organic some of this looks. What is this connected to? There's nothing it's connected to. It goes to this, and that's it. I don't know what it does. Is it projecting the power? Giving it to everything that needs it? Is that maybe that's why those are all functioning? This might be a dead end right now, so I think I'm going to see about throwing a minecart off a ledge. In case you wonder what I mean by that, you'll see. Onward, my mighty steed. Are they ever going to stop flashbanging me? I could really appreciate it. Let me check something. You know, some of the stuff I was seeing, they were talking about, like, faults and contingency things, and it's like, well, flip this on, flip it down. Pow. Looks like I could just park it here for the moment. Yeah, they've got more of these. So, question then becomes how... Alright. Sorry, brain skipping along. I'm trying to get to the other side of this, down there. Now I just realized something absolutely dumb. Why have I not put that there? Come back around, drop the... Me, dumb, moron. Ugh. Jeez, man. Running over there. Okay. Would this work? Nope. Just checking. Okay. I go running again. Let me see. We're going in a circle. That's going to go on the other side. I need to go a bit further. Go from there. Which probably means here. Just checking, because I don't remember what was here. Okay. Here in the home. Seeing the wild movement, which probably means that it's discharging into the water, because that's what they explained the thing does. I.e., not a great time to be swimming. I think. Is the one? Thanks for the flashbang. This is the one. Okay. No, I guess that would mean that I could go really quick to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Use this shortcut. Get that prepared. Yeah, let's go this way. Same difference. Through here, here, through here. And up this way. Okay, do it this way. Let's see if this works. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh boy. All right, rotary phone. Should be a 1, 2, 3, 4, circling this way at the final ending in 0. Now, I'm just gonna make sure I got my numbers straight. Cool. All right. Now it's a 6-digit code. And I made a photo of this. So it is either the Texas license plate, which looks like it's a letter series, so it doesn't quite work. 7932? No. First mayor. It's a 6-digit code, and they haven't hit 6 digits. As underneath the first mayor. Oh, could be this. 010220. Let's try that one. 010220. So that means 0, 1. I think it was 0. Let me double check. Yep. And 2, 2, 2, 0. Okay, that didn't work. Okay. Code to that clue has been placed under the direction of our first mayor. Luther Roscoe. Doesn't have anything there. Now this, Texas. Hmm. Maybe 577932. 577932. Sure, that's 5, 7. I think I screwed that up. Yeah, 5779. Yeah, I screwed up. Yeah, just go bad with it. There we go. All right. Try this again. 5, 7, 7, 9, 3, 2. Under the direction of the first. This one's got me. This one's got me stumped. I'm curious. Direction of the first mayor. I didn't have anything at the grave site. The first thing was between 500 BH to about 3 BH. Let me think. It was the thing, Texas underneath the compass, which points me to it. Well, it seems it pointed me to a Texas license plate. What was on that? TC TD. A 48? Maybe a 487932? Hmm. I need to go through and take another look around. Yeah, Roscoe had Texas, so yes. So I know we've got part of it. Hmm. Pick up, just make sure I didn't miss something in the journal. Come back here. Yes, I know. Chambered. So provide a new key code for the lower lock in the next 15. Oh! No, we're not. No, but I got that one. Hmm. Wait. Why is that an O? North, east, south, 0? Oh? What in the heck is with this compass? That doesn't make sense. Makes me wonder if it came out of that Russian submarine. Or sorry, Soviet submarine, because that would be the looks of that one. Oh, it could be a Russian, who knows? Hmm. I mean, could be. No. Ooh, hold on. 7932. Let me try something. Oh, and it goes 3 digits for them. Okay, never mind. Hmm. Mola cola. 15 cents. Mola cola. 5. So, okay, that idea didn't pan out, but that's okay. We tried it. The direction of the first mare. I wonder what he's looking for. Yeah. 1971 Erickson next left. No smoking. Please, please. Wait. PV. Let's give that a try. Yeah, fast look on that was 78. So it could be 787932. Let's try it. Okay. So 7, 8, 7, 9, 3, 2. Whoa! It lives. First things first, let's find out what that dangerous button up there does. Or what any of this stuff does. Holy moly. Don't go for a tumble now. Oh, I can't. Maybe I shouldn't touch that if I can't save the game. You know, ahead of time. And then reload. it's actually kind of annoying with this one. So I would love to just go, I wonder what this button does. Because it looks like I'm pushing a stick of dynamite. Yay! Blows up the tower. Down is this going to go? Abstract art. Actually, probably different species art. I wonder what this reads. Worksheet, control panel. Yeah, let's just take a picture of this. He got his own private toilet and air freshener. Damn. Being mayor's got some perks. Nope, game won't let me sleep. It can't let me. Game won't let me sleep. It won't let me. Game won't let me sleep. Game won't let me sleep. It's perpetual day cycle. Alright, now trying to find out what the heck this tree does. I'm sorry, what? Okay. That's different. Ooh, it had to load? About to find like horrendous sacrifices to the tree. People bound to its roots to serve as its voice. No? Oh! Okay. Oh. No, tree is gone. Full multi-dimensional. I have no idea how you're still powered by that. Electrical wire running through. Water pipe running through. Okay. Which means... Okay. The achievement, the glow must glow. Oh, okay. So that's what happened there, is it? So they're keeping it from continuing to grow. Oh, I'm about to get high off my rocker because spores everywhere. Okay, access denied. Which probably means that I need to... Oh. This isn't the only part of the puzzle. I've got 1, 2, 3 more. Yeah. Blue, green, red. RGB. explain why it's a different loading area. It's alive again. Okay. Better go check in with that guy and
Make progress. It's nice not having to do all this myself. You can just keep connecting all the trees, all the roots. I gotta finish the plates around the tree. I'll get them connected to my battery. If you ain't already done so, I need that battery cable plugged in. Remember, everything connected.
Well, I did plug into battery. Something in front of that. He's nailed the plate, so I guess all that stuff will move next time. Oh, okay. I think some of that's gonna change. Okay. So I guess now I gotta figure out where my next objective is. I gotta connect all the trees, all the roots. So that means I now need to start visiting other locations. Well, that is a fantastic reason to not go swimming in this lake. How do I get... I suppose... No, I don't suppose. There's a way to get there. I wonder if it's just blocks. Yes, I want to explore all of here before going elsewhere, because otherwise I'll get distracted. Come back here. Never mind. Brain running on auto, going, oh, I must have left it up that way. No, I did not. I'm back here. What is that? Suppose we start with this one. Okay. Must be something up that way. Is there a ripple there? I wonder. I won't go any further, will it? No. What is the point of that? On the other hand. Okay. Shields up. That's why I can't do that. Shields up, Scotty. Barnacles. Okay. Laser beam. The shield beam. This is collapsed. The fishy temple. Take a look. Stairways going down. Let's see where they go. Yes, I run to all places. Because god damn it, this character walks slow. Damn, oh, take a look at that. It's like a sheer cut into this space. Where the hell is it? Because that doesn't look like the alien landscape the other one's at. Ooh, okay. Some kind of hook or something. Oh, it's blocking path. Okay. Ooh, transportation. Okay. But it's not active. I already got a picture of this. Let's do it again. Let's hold off see what I can see. This way, because these seem to be the points I can access. Okay. So I can't get around that? Oh, so this whole thing goes that way? No, that seems a little... Maybe it pulls the chain? God damn, this thing is just massive. Is there anything I can do? Well, there's a stairwell going up. Let me check that. Because that side goes to the exit. Let's see where this leads. Beyond chains. Dear Lord. Chains. Who built those? It doesn't link up with the architecture. Obviously, someone else has been in here building this stuff. Because this is very, very different. I mean, look at this. Let's see. Okay, that one got displaced. See what I can see over this way. Gears turning up into the fog. Clever distancing trick lets you kind of gives you an idea of scale, bigger scale or hiding things than you actually get. Wait, generators. Connected to what? I don't speak Russian. Why is this the thing? trying to turn on this one, like right over here. That music keeps having me thinking that it's a... How many freaking... You gotta be kidding me. Not a single switch turns on that damn thing. Alright, I have no idea how that works. I have no idea where this goes. Load that. Leads to the exit. Okay, it's locked. And it looks like it goes to the entrance exit. Red and blue? What's the difference in color mean? It's a giant wind turbine? Nope, that's kind of stuck as is. Mechanical wind turbine turned to power this. Inside that's actually kind of genius. The time and effort to build this. those are all active now. Exposed gears. OSHA, fines for this place. Okay, so that's working. Interesting, they use hydraulics. Down that way. Alright, maybe I better go verify what that elevator leads, because now I've got two of them going off into the fog. That runs up against that. Let me see. The game's pretty loud. Hold on. Get a quick pause on that, and then turn that a bit down. Just because that's pretty loud compared to my volume. Oh, the okay, yep, that's about right then. Okay. Up we go. Yeah, see, that's better on the background noises, but still not great. Alrighty. Alright, so I've got hydraulics running. This one is going to be broken. Let's go see. I'm just gonna check something real quick. Okay. I've got a second one that does not. It looks like it's snapped. Yeah. Not sure which direction it's going though. Alright, with that working. I can look at. Fog's coming in now because of the. Oh, I wonder if it's. Because of the wind generator. Pushing the fog around. Let's go and maybe take a look. And the tolerances on this are pretty tight. fall, slip, and whoop, emergency room run. Yeah, there is one. Okay. Take a look around, see is there anything here. Looks like a button, lever. Okay. That's not gonna do anything. Alright, so I have wakened sleeping machines. But I don't remember what my next step is. I think I'm gonna go see that doohickey over there. This does look kind of familiar, but what's gonna put me? Let me see. That's interesting. Okay. So that restores this segment. What is that? What does that do? Oh. I know what it does. Okay. All right. I see what I do now. I grab minecart, drive into space, move space to other place, obliterate shield. Removing shield grants access to flashbang. Interesting. I should make sure to bring this thing back. Now I take it back. Now to drive this out of here. So that I'm not leaving it behind in some alien world. Actually makes me wonder. What do you think? Let's try this. Let's do it. Do is trigger the spear up there again. And see what's different on this end, on the other end. I already know what's different on this end, but when I triggered the spear, it essentially put the slice, so to speak, back where it was supposed to be. So it looks normal. Now it's time to find out what it looks like when it's not. It's very, very different. Now this. Okay. Curious where that aims. But I also want to check on what that space looks like. Wait, what? I mean, this was going to be displaced? Or is it these creatures were displaced into here? If that's the case, who the hell built all this stuff? Shield's down. And I guess I've done as much as I could as far as on this end, so it's time to circle back around. And flashbang. No, this is part of their thing. As one, the material on this particular species mentioned that they had some other creatures had come through and carved these temples. And then here you see this giant slice taken out of the planet. Built the machines. Because everything in here looks sort of haphazard from that. This definitely was not. Temple was not designed with them in mind, clearly. Like, from the wood, it's like a combination almost of the steel beams. There's no way the people of the town got enough. Sorry, the humans of the town got enough material, scrap to build all this. Someone else has to have been industrious enough for this. Okay, sound's kind of going in and out. I was getting it just a little bit weird. See now. I hear it again. Unless there was enough of a submarine to do that. No idea what all this collapsed. It's not connected. And there's their tree. It collapsed, twisted, broke. It's supposed to go there. So access got blocked through there. Yeah. Came down, it came across. It ran that connection. Trees need water. How do I get to the tree? Scales. They're pretty iridescent. That's kind of cool. Right, you are blocked. The whisperings of the particles. I hear them. Barnacles whisper to me. Right, so that area is blocked off. And that other face is blocked off to me. This chunk taken out. Okay, one that they don't expect to be put back from the looks of this. I think. Wait, is that what one of the? Oh, I'm betting the sphere that sits on that turntable is connected with one of those locations here. Whoa. Big. Holy shit. I've got to hook it to pull it? Okay, that collapsed. Okay, I can't. Wait, no. Usually it's the wall. Flash warning. Okay, I need to be better about that. Okay, so I'm on the other side of this ravine. The chain there snapped on that end. Snapped there. I don't know where that goes just yet. Let me hold off. How long has it been? And where does this go? Wait, I'm betting that goes inside the house. Hold on. Looks like I want to see what this other one goes to. Let's do these in order. So let's go up a bit, I guess. There's more up here. So before I throw myself into another location via the magic powers of teleportation that displaces actual space. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I think. So pull that down, which pulls cat. I'm sorry, they use this as a counterweight? That's hilarious. I guess time to find out where this one goes. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Where's the other side? Huh. I guess it's time to find out. Which direction it was in. Like, I guess the easiest way to do that would be to see what direction this face is in. And pow. So this needs to be facing this way. Which it is facing entirely in the wrong direction. So... Okay. So it doesn't go anywhere for that. I know when I go back, I know what position it needs to be in. Okay. I do want to go back now. Okay. Chunk that was taken out of. I'm trying to think about this. You know, do I want to get? I'm going to get the one that's going in the tunnel. Yeah, I want to get that one because I think that's going to open up a space for me. Both here and there. Bingo. This is one of the vault areas they were talking about. God, that's an old harp. And somehow my character can play the harp. Paintings. action figures. As well. Books. Wait, what? This was somebody's space? Where are they? Adventures in the ages of mist and beyond. Hey. Hey, hold on. Advertising. Servers. It's the this is an Easter egg on their Mist Kickstarter. Okay, is this a joke on the Covenant and the Ark? Yeah, I think it is. That somehow landed here. Right Larval Note by Mr. Carolyn. It takes about 3 to 5 days for a single Rye larva to change colors and to be moved to a new surface. Pulsing stops immediately upon removal from Captor, induced by polyarts. Cloning has been extremely easy, like potatoes easy. Organics, plant fiber, yellow. Bone, light yellow. Orion crustman, green. Metals, gold is pink. Copper is red-orange. Titanium is red-orange. Silver is red. Aluminum is a red-orange. On technology, if it's on the Mofang tank, it turns magenta. Villain extrusions, they're near white. Stone, so granite, or Captar, teal blue. Oh, okay, it's based on their locations. So the Captar equivalent of granite is teal blue. Sandstone out of Hunrath is light blue. Soarstone from Mulfang is deep purple. The shale from Moray, right, light blue. Polyarc are always purple. To do, I'm curious about the effect on combining various base surfaces. Still at odd experimenting with our light with the life forms. The light they emit is handy given our limited supply of diesel fuel. Grab a snapshot of this just in case. Hold on, I'm trying to get this. trying to get an idea here. Alright. 15997 AH. The villain, I can't find the words. It's such a foreign life cycle. Or perhaps not. They launched themselves across the expanses of space, preserved for eons, until at last their technological arcs can hone in and carry them to a new home. They have no connection with their predecessors, but in spite of this, or perhaps because of this, they have amazing recollections of their history. The stories are epic, reaching back through the eons. Unlike many of us who were abducted, they were abducted as a whole. Their scoop moved an entire facility that was about to be annihilated. I have come to believe that they, perhaps more than any of us, have a deeper understanding of whatever this strange system is that we find ourselves in. 16333 AH. I need to write this down. We buried Ji-un today. This place never really agreed with her, kept to herself mostly, depressed and downcast. Anyway, I digress. I stayed after the brief words were spoken. I was the last to leave. I wandered to the dome, as I often do, and looked out at the undulating saurian weirdness beyond the cell wall. Movement caught my eye. Now, on very rare occasions, we've seen Mofang scrambling about in the distance, but there have been fewer and fewer sightings over the years. But before me was a tall, haggard Mofang running desperately, almost directly towards me from one of the distant structures. I still can't tell the gender, got closer and closer. I thought it would see me and stop or turn around or be curious about this strange dome and our world inside it, but it continued running quickly, almost directly to my position. I was frozen in place with curiosity until my reflexes took over the last moment and I leapt out of the way, but rather than hit the dome and fall backward or come through into Hunrath, the dome flashed its familiar tone and the Mofang vanished. I was stunned for a bit, but I retrieved my wits and stepped into the dome myself to quickly get to the other side. After getting through, I immediately turned around and saw the Mofang outside, on the other side of the dome, still running away from whatever it feared, but as if it had no sense of passing around the dome. As surprising as the event was, it did serve to settle a few things in my mind. I always wondered how no one on Earth noticed what had replaced this chunk of Arizona we have here. 16772 AH. I've got to vent. Again, there are those who argue with me. Over and over, I demonstrate that in almost every case, whatever the process was that brought us here, it occurred at a pivotal moment. They tell us their stories and they still can't admit that the abduction actually saved each of us, all of us. What is it in human nature that grasps so strongly to the past that we blame our saviors for stealing it from us? Okay, just one more vent before bed. If each of us was individually saved from something, then maybe all of us were corporately saved from something larger. Can we really be sure what's left? And the arrivers come from different places and times. Sarah got here almost 15 years ago from the year 2055, and Uziel got here 2.5 years ago from 1942. What does that mean? Time here is shuffled and chaotic compared to Earth. What state is Earth in right now? When is Earth right now? (167887 AH). It's 3:15 a.m. and I feel compelled to journal this craziness. After spending most of yesterday meditating with the Arai, and then most of this evening discussing the nature of these worlds with CW, I had just a sip of infamous Hunrath hooch and collapsed in my chair. Well, I just awoke from a dream. I'm not one who puts a lot of credibility in dreams, but maybe the Arai were able to move something in me to understand, or possibly because of the intense discussion, my subconscious mind was triggered to be able to sort out some logical connections. Or maybe it was the hooch. The dream. I was tending a garden, an immense garden. It wasn't for food or flowers, it was just about the health of the garden. I kept working and working to control it and contain it and make it healthier, but the garden seemed to fight me at every turn, and after what seemed like days of work, I finally gave up in frustration, and I stood there, doing nothing. The garden flourished before my eyes, growing and spreading in every direction, because, I realized, the system that the plants were based on was not about me shaping and controlling. The natural system of plants is healthier when they are out of control, when they are free to spread and intermingle and cross-pollinate and mutate. Now, from a human point of view, that may not provide what I want. I get smaller fruit, and smaller flowers, and untidiness, but from the view of the plants, they grow stronger and much more resilient and resistant. The more they are scattered, the higher their odds of surviving. And now that I contemplate, I realize that even the individual plants and seeds may not appreciate the benefit of what's coming, of what's happening. They are torn from their origins, forced into situations that seem extreme, possibly even destroyed by these new environments. But for the seeds that survive, now that's where real growth, strength, and abundance comes from. It's so beautiful and terrifying. Beyond the beauty of it all is a system and structure that defies understanding. Okay, what if this is all a natural process? There are signs of something behind it all, but well-hidden signs. So, if I look at all of this, the cell, the tree, the water, the seeds, the hub, the health, even the abductions, well, there seems to be a grand system, or plan. The plan doesn't take me into account. It is unemotionally intent on the health of something bigger that may hurt my feelings, but, well, what am I in the entire scheme of the universe? I have no idea what, if anything, might have put this process into motion, but that is irrelevant. Tomorrow I will talk with CW. He could be swayed from his battery plan. 17145H. I really don't journal much. I can't write this down because I'm distraught. As I contemplate the plan that I have set in motion, I realize I have become the destroyer of worlds. I sat down to write, to seek some cathartic tranquilization. I realized the last thing I journaled was some esoterically beautiful philosophy about letting this garden grow, not so reaffirming or calming. But nevertheless, here's my reasoning, because I must write this down. Simply, it's us or them. Complexly, if this is some kind of garden where the plants or seeds or whatever, well, some of us have gotten together and decided that we're the better choice to survive. If the others have unilaterally decided that we all won't survive. I am more fit. Damn it. This is not me. I want to be calm and garden or ungarden or grow or... What gives one species the right to destroy another species? Who gets to choose? Do I just lay down and die because the more aggressive species thinks they're better, more powerful? What brutal scale do I use to measure the good of some against the life of others? Does love ever destroy in order to help more survive, to help love itself survive? Does that even make sense? Can I kill because I think it will bring about more love? What if I'm not even capable of understanding the situation of hate versus love? Maybe I am the hater. Do I generate this love delusion to help me maintain my sanity in light of the choice I have made? My God, it's too much. If these are the walls, just my walls of delusion, then I choose to live within them. I am a seed scattered by the wind. But I will not simply be trampled. I will kick and scream and survive. May God have mercy on my soul. Damn. That's hard to say. I'll say that's a hard decision, and I turn around and go to this thing that has an otter wielding a katana and a samurai helmet, which is adorable, but after the book I just read, is someone is terrifying. somebody's moment of wondering why they had to essentially fight for survival. Ah, she's the painter. Gorgeous paintings. Clearly, this is her vault. I am reminded of Invader Zim. That was weird with the lighting. Right. Now to figure out. Right, now I know that's a safe one to transport to. I also know that it goes exactly to where I'm trying to go. Hold up. No, I have to have it there. I do need to rotate that. That is very much out of position. It needs to be facing this way. Let me think. I need. That's got to stay there. That's already gone. Just thinking of my spaces that have been transported. Hmm. Cool. Question I should be able to access. Should access certain parts still. Let's see. I thought I wrote that back. I'm gonna make this easier. Yeah, that does it go around? It is purposeful, but how do I get there? Hold on. Let me look. Can I access it? No, I cannot. Right. Oh. I think I'm on the wrong end. I think I am. Yep. Alright, gotta put it back. Can't access anything there. Yes, I know that goes up. And I'm still trying to think about... I can't access that. That's on the other side of... Ooh, okay. Alright. Need to go walk through and see, because I think that came back around. Yes, this did. Okay. Flashbang warning. I don't know what this goes to. Does that go to the Mofang? It's a very different setup. Or to the villain? I think I'm at the Arai. I kind of want to see. Okay, so it's actually a sealed space, which they use to vault or seal. Their spaces. Where was... Oh, that's right. I think it was on this side of things, wasn't it? Am I misremembering? Okay. Let's see. Road Creek. Still find that funny. But let's see. That's something that went down, if I recall. So. Okay. Now. Let's get this transported over. Okay. That was transported. I guess that it's been long enough for the barnacles and everything to take root. It's only a matter of days in this. All right. That should be set up. Yes, I'm transporting this one. Back and forth, but I also know that it's not going to displace anything when I use it. Okay. Pull. Whoosh. Okay. Here we go. Two. Okay. Running through the passages again. That's exactly where it's supposed to be. That's on the other side of the wall. Hold on. That door won't be unlocked. Oh, I am being dumb, aren't I? I am being dumb on this. Okay. I need to figure out a different way. Okay. I know I am being dumb about this. It's not going to unlock that. Yep. I am feeling silly. Okay. So I'm going to stop being silly about it then and go back. Because now I figured out that puzzle. That means I'm going to go back to the other side. There's that. Yank this. Push that. Okay. So I have been going about this the wrong way. Need to do this so I'm not cutting off my axis. All right. Because I guess anybody's missing my thought process here. This half sphere needs to be rotated 180 degrees. So I need it to go aim here. There's a ramp in it that I need to access a door with and open it. Should be, that's one, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4. What's that? No, 3. No. Can't see well enough from here. One more. Making sure. All right. Okay. Let's see. Oh. I'm sorry, there's another space? That's interesting to see. It's being hidden. Okay. So that's been done. All right. That, now I need to rotate 2. Because there's something right there. Okay. So 1, 2. Wake up. Ah, this must be the polyarchs? No. The drones. Field phase? Alright, so now that that's been opened. What? Oh, okay. Wait, what? Okay, I see. What are the Mofang? Armed? Cut in half by the sphere. That's a take a chunk for the digits. Oh. Maybe for the what looks like the Soviet submarine device. Alright. Alright, please read thoroughly. We must have every detail in place. Our lives and our species depend on this being executed perfectly. The locations and times in this document are based on the information leaked by Ruko and Shavar. Our lives depend on the accuracy of the information we receive from them. Remainers, CW Earth, Trar, Arar, Orbar, Array, Arai, 1 Polyarch, Captar. Prep, day 17143 AH, hour 12, begin chambering, end of day. Farley verifies manifest, all souls chambered. Beginning of day 17148 AH, remainers in place with hands-on swap trigger. Beginning of day, Ruka and Shavar arrive? Question mark. Chambered by Trar. Trar on guard of chamber. Trigger time, hour 5 minutes, could vary by minute or plus. Trigger locations as prescribed. All locations will have small error allowance. Maria's largest murder potential, be alert. Trigger task. Trigger reswap immediately after swap. Any delay increases the risk of detonation in a home sphere and the risk of a remainer being disabled to Meringue. Communication. Farley, I'll ensure that all remainers, or in the case of Captar, their remaining product, receive and understand this document. So there's a code number. This looks like it went wrong. Maybe a lot of things went wrong. So Alright, so I need to disable that. Been down there. Now it's time to get this rearranged back where it should be. Okay. All right. Now I can go in back through that method. Because now I've got certain access points that I can go back and forth through now. The sphere, that half sphere has been set up. For up and down access. I'm going to see how well it worked out. Okay. Next, I haven't pulled it down. That's okay. Not here. Oh, wrong way. Somehow. Still don't know what that did. Let's do a quick check and make sure there's nothing left out here that I should have poked at. So now I'm going to go and turn off a bunch of these things. I was going to figure out which one. Okay. Go there. You go to that. You know, I've got a code number here. Let's see. And I might need to write this down because of its length. Zero, 1, 3, 6, 8, 6, 8, 1, 1, 6, 7, 7, 1, 9, 8, 4, 7, 8, 0, 3. 0, 1, 3, 6, 8, 6, 8, 1, 1, 6, 7, 7, 1, 9, 8, 4. Looks like an. Is it a. Wait, are those 8? No, they're not 8s. Those are Bs, aren't they? No, I'm going to put a question mark on that. Is it a B? Those kind of look like Bs to me. Bs. Bs. Everybody gets Bs. Okay. Resume. Except there is no capital B on here. It's in acrylic. Okay, so I guess it maybe is an 8. Alright, let's do this. 0, 1, 3. And then a 6, 8, 6. 8, 1, 1, 6. 7, 7, 1. 9, 8, 4. 4. 7803. I'm sorry. Wait, what? The hell did that do? Destroyed the box of infinite complexity? There was a puzzle for this? There's an achievement for destroying this thing? What did... Does this thing actually do anything? My god, it's just a red herring. Oh my god. Okay. I think I need to turn off... No, not that one, because I need that, I think. I turn off that one. Okay, because I want that one turned off, it seems. turned off that one. That's what I was looking to have happen. So it's not moving that one anyways. It's fine. We're gonna get to the other side of it. I go this way to this way to here to here. Oh, that's how I got into this space originally and opened the door. And I don't recall that there's... But that one went badly. Don't... Okay, there we go. There we go. Now I've got access. And now it connects. Okay. And that's probably the reason why they had this as a separate loading area. Gee. Interspatial connections. Can I? Oh, nope. Connect it. So there does this one go. Okay, I can't touch on that one just yet. Clearly I won't be able to touch on this one. That must be the morphing. The voltage meter is growing. Okay. And this is why it's a separate location. Because it's an actual, like, access point. Okay. Well, it means that the thing over there is going to start pulsing again. All right. The heart started, and the main tree is connected. One tree is connected, but now I need to connect the others. It means I need to access the rest. So I need to now look at the next space, and I think it's this one. Pew. No idea what this one leads off to. Jungle. Okay, so they're basically next to each other. All right. This is probably a good part to stop at. Okay, you've got the shield up. Someone's got technology. Oh my. All right. Yep, this is a good spot to stop at. It's about 10:11 for me. Yes, I would like to quit this abducting of plates thing. Okay. Doo, doo, doo. Let me take a poke at this. All right. Let me see. Is a read available? Is there anybody actually watching me? Wait, hold on. Let me do it from here. All right. I'm gonna try it. So here's what we're gonna I'll start with those that came by. Thank you and watched. Yeah, just I would say is next time when you come on by, drop me a line in the chat. Just let me know that you're there, because Twitch is not great about keeping track of who's actually here unless they interact with the stream. On the YouTube end, same thing. If you come by, say something, please. I get an idea that maybe there's views sometimes coming out of YouTube, but there's nothing there for me. It doesn't really tell me because I don't see any chats. So, but if you like what you see, maybe give me a follow. If you're watching the VOD or on VOD on YouTube, especially on the VOD on YouTube, give me a subscribe. If you like what you see, drop me a comment, give me some feedback. I'd like to be able to hear from you. So, this is going to be now it for the time being. On the YouTube end, I'm just going to, drop the stream on that end because I don't seem to have a manual ability for me to go and find someone to raid. I don't know. On Twitch end, I'm going to try and see if I can raid. If it's not going to work, then I'll stop the stream. My next stream day is Friday. There's a concert I want to stream, but I'll see what happens there. So I'm still going to try and stream, but I just don't know how long or what. I may just end up getting watching the VOD. Is probably what may end up happening. Okay. Yeah, so Friday will be the next time I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima, in particular the DLC. So if you want to see a sort of a what if scenario, the Mongols had started their invasion of Japan. It's kind of been a fun ride. But I'm going to be looking to finish the game up and moving and doing Darksiders. So, and then Saturday, I will be continuing with Chrono Trigger. In particular, I call it the Nostalgia playthrough because I played through it before. So, if you haven't played before, come by and watch. I'm trying to keep spoilers to a minimum. But there may be someone there if people come by and start, chatting about how their playthroughs and stuff went. So that's kind of it for now. I think that's when I'm going to end. Let me see if I can get a raid. And if not, Let me see if it'll let me. Nope, it's not gonna let me. It might just be settings then. All right. Well then, I'm gonna end here. So thank you all for coming by. I will see you next time.